Hello and welcome back to Billy Ho Sports. This is your Saturday update video for the Saratoga Late Pick 5. Once again, just like yesterday, lots of scratches. Races 5, 6, 9, and 12 are all off the turf. There is some weather in the area. I saw some storms moving through this morning, so I don't know if that had any effect. And then it's really hit and miss for later on in the day, but they're just going to preserve the turf and run the Diana and the Bowling Green, which is good news. We'll both be on the turf. So we'll have to keep an eye on how much weather, if we get any, because it could be yielding to soft to good. So keep an eye on that. We're going to jump into Bowling Green. That's race 8. And we scratched the 1, the 5, and the 8. So basically, it's still open to Farbridge, I think, it being the single. But if you wanted to try to beat Farbridge, the 2 El Razine I mentioned in the previous video looks pretty good there. Got some really good numbers against a little bit lesser company, but did run third in the Grade 3 Stakes last October. Pretty good showing for the debut, so keep an eye on the 2. Tawny Port I'm still out on. Tucson I'm still out on. Web Slinger was my sleeper. Woo, scratched. So Harrow, I don't see Harrow moving up on. I know second in Prime Power, but I just don't think any of these horses honestly can compete with Farbridge. It's the runway's cleared with, I think, the closer Web Slinger out of the picture. So Farbridge it is. Corruption is scratched. That was the other one that I thought might have a shot. But we're singling the 7 Farbridge in leg 1 of the pick 5. So let's go to race number 9. This is off the turf. So shitload of scratches, obviously. The 1, the 1A, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 6, the 7, the 9, and the 11. So basically, we're down to 4 horses. So if moving it off the turf, you can release the Kraken, because this one's got several really, really good results. Got good early speed. Got the inside post draw now. So we'll take a deep look at this one. Jose Ortiz. I think Gilded Kraken. I mean, you could probably single this one if you wanted to try to get cute in other directions. But what I'm going to end up doing, just because it's so much cheaper, is I'm just going to click the all button here because there's only 4 horses. So Gilded Kraken, Bulldoze, Common Defense, and Register draws in. And I would not be surprised. Katie Davis riding the 14 Register looks like little to no shot on paper. But with only 4 horses in the race, she's pretty savvy. She's pulled off similar upsets before, so we still, even though there's only 4 horses in the race, you still might get a decent price on Register. So that's why I don't want to throw any of these horses out. Just taking a chance, maybe we get a longer shot in there. So we click the all button there, and now we're going to jump to race number 10. And race number 10, 7 furlongs on the dirt. So we don't really have anything crazy. I believe the number 6 Lightman is the only scratch here. So basically, if you watched the video the other day, I was kind of high on Little Knee. 24 Mamba, I was really close on using, but I just a little bit more class needed, and the connections better. Jockey Santana's a pretty good jockey, but there's better. So Little Knee, Jose Ortiz, Mark Cassidy, stakes experience. Coming off a long layoff, I typically shy away from those, but this feels like a good spot for Little Knee. But General Partner, I believe, is going to be the consensus overall top pick. I mean, you can't beat the Chad Brown Colt. He's taken on second to Timberlake in the Champagne as a juvenile. Just one race at 3, but won it. And now it looks like it took him a couple of starts to get going, but his last winning effort got that big 103 speed figure. So General Partner's a lock for the ticket, I should say. I think Scotland's got a good shot, too. The Good Magic Gelding has 13 starts, 5, 3, and 1. So in the money, 9 out of 13 starts. So don't leave them off your horizontals. Ran second to Mufasa in the Vosberg. So closing and can definitely win. Number 7, Illuminare, is Ty Pletcher, Luis Saez. Had some pretty good numbers, but this one I'm not going to go with over the I do like City of Light as a sire. Puncher's Chance. So if you wanted to include them, you could. Running Son of a Gun is also an include. 8-1, ton of early speed. Did bang heads with similar company. I believe he got a little bit of an inflated numbers at Aqueduct, but I think he's probably a good competitor. So how great is Nate? I'm still on the Stone Closer. I know closers might not always get there in these types of races, but if it goes fast early up, You never know how great is Nate. If he can move on him a little early, like he did in the Long Beach. This is going a mile and 70. You can see he was right on the lead at second call. So maybe if he moves a little sooner this time around, how great is Nate can get it done. And then you have Concrete Glory, who I spoke about in the last race. But I'm still going deep here. I'm going 5 deep. I'm going to 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9 for leg 3. So I can spread a little bit with the change in racing. So race number 11 going to be much the same. I do have a couple of options for you in race 11. Obviously, the number one, She Feels Pretty, is the slam dunk single that can go on one ticket. But if you were to want to beat her, scratch the number 6, Be Your Best, which I think makes her job a little bit easier because you won't have any loose leaders to worry about getting out in front. And I think now I do think if you take a look at it like this, post time is 6 o'clock, quarter after 6. We could definitely get some rain today. The rail's at 9 feet, whatever that means, and this has been moved. Actually, this is not the inner turf. This is going to be the outer melon turf. I forgot about that change, so keep that in mind. The Duncan Diana is going to be on the melon. So back to Choiza. Choiza didn't do so well in the compromising turf. I think it wore her down a little bit, but she's, I think if it's too yielding, she got tired. But I think if it's just good, I think she's just fine here. So, I mean, there's still good horses. I mean, you got Choiza, even Lady Claypool's pretty good. But I think the 4 and the 5, the 2 Chad Brown horses, I have the best chance to beat She Feels Pretty. And I think maybe dynamic pricing, if you saw how good that one ran on the yielding turf at in the Just a Game, I think is a good indicator. So you would flip flop them. So we can single the 1 on ticket A, and then leave her out and go with the 4, 5, or you could go 3, 4, 5, or you go 3 horses like Choiza. You could go 2, 4, 5. So that might actually be a better option, because if you leave out Choiza, you might be regretting it. Because if you're going to throw out She Feels Pretty, that automatically is going to boost the pick 5 ticket. So I am going to change on the fly here. I was going to go, so I am going to single the 1, but I was just going to go 4, 5. So we're going to go 2, 4, 5 for leg number 4 as the alternate ticket. Now let's jump over to race number 12 and get out of here. Now this one's is a 5.5 on the dirt, and scratch the 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10. I think the 4, She Wants War, looks good. Gonna have the inside post, has the best early speed, and the GOAT Johnny Villa board, Wesley Ward. So that one's a definite use. And then the 6, Girls Rock, is the other use. I had 4, 6, and 10. The 10 scratched, so we're gonna just go 4, 6 for leg 5, and that's Girls Rock and She Wants War. So that makes our ticket number 1. I'm gonna make a slight adjustment. Is singling the 7 in leg 1, then we're clicking the all button in leg 2, which is 4 horses. Then we're going 5 deep in leg 3 with the 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Then we single the 1, and we finish out the ticket with the 4, 6. That's only a $20.50 pick 5. That's a 1. So you go 1 by 4, and then you go 4 by 5, which is 20. Then 20 by 2, which is 40. Half that is 20, obviously. And you do the same thing on the next one, and you have 20 times 3, which is 60, times 2 is 120. So that makes that a $60 ticket, which is a little bit more than I normally like to go. But I think if you want to cover your bases, I think it's worth the extra $20, because I think you'll get it back on the back end. If She Feels Pretty loses, that's going to blow up the pick 5, and I don't care who's in there. Maybe they'll click the all button or whatever, but that's going to be a ton of singles. So thanks for joining me on a slow week. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because next week's Monster Stakes action, and I am going to start doing update videos on this when there's drastic changes. So stay tuned on race day and set your notification bells, because I don't think too many saw my late pick 5 for Friday's racing, which would have helped you a little bit. So thanks a lot for joining me. Next week's Haskell, plenty of split the pot bets. So get those comments in there and be subscribed. Hit that like on your way out. See you soon.